Welcome back to Environmental Station Alpha. Last time we grabbed the propeller upgrade after defeating a laser shooting jellyfish. And now we're on our way to investigating the jungle sector, we haven't really gone back there since finding out that we had to grab the hook shot from the volcanic sector. Also, we did manage to beat down the mechanical version of Ceres, and now we have the charge shot upgrade as well, which does a whole bunch more damage than our regular shot, which is pretty useful, especially against these cluster flies that you'll see in the sand cave sector. Just checking where to go, and I figure we should probably go and see if we can grab some items. So we're heading on this way. The only way out anyway is through here anyway, so there's not much we can do in terms of getting back, except by progressing. The charge shot is pretty nice. I mean, you get a pretty nice amount of damage and extended range. You can also damage things that would normally not take damage from your standard shot. Just hook shot around here, and we'll head on up. All these are charge shot blocks, so that's why we weren't able to get up here before. But yeah, we'll need the double jump and the vertical dash. And we go down this water tube, which leads us to our health tank, which increases our maximum health by 2. So that's that item collected. We haven't really investigated the sand caves that deeply, but probably won't be doing too much of that. As you can see, it loops back around, so if you miss that jump, you can just go around and try it again. Our hook shot can be pretty useful along with using everything else, because it's the only movement upgrade that's based on velocity, and you can really slingshot yourself with the hook shot, unlike the other power-ups. Of course, it comes at the risk that it's a little bit less easy to use. Like, you can attempt a jump 2 different times and they'll both act pretty different. That side hopper just hit us, but it fell right through the quicksand right there. Not much up here, just a bunch of charged pink blocks. We'll just pass through by using the blocks as a sort of platform. We wouldn't be able to do that if we didn't have the charge shot. But we can use our jumping abilities to our advantage, and there's a teleporter on this side. Not much we can do about it for the moment, but we can get to it later. I don't think we will get to that just yet. So let's get on out. You have plenty of these amoeba-like forms, which are the type that deal damage the moment you touch them. Unlike the one we encountered in, like, a different sector. The ones with the red outlines only drain after a certain amount of time when you're touching it. Thankfully you don't have to kill them to get anywhere, so we can move on. They take quite a bit of amount of shots to kill. And there's a save point around here, but we won't be getting to that just yet. Instead, we'll take the teleport. And its computer here says that the AI system has somehow locked itself off. Maybe to isolate it, or maybe it's actually infected and it has locked itself down to stop us from getting it. Oh well, not much we can do about that at the time like this, so I think we can probably go places. might as well take this one. Get ourselves a save, and we can head on right up to the jungle sector, I believe. So since we have all these power-ups, we can basically jump up there. We just need to use the hook shot, the double jump, and the vertical dash boost. And then we can take the elevator up. So, we're finally back to the jungle sector after, well, quite an extended bit of time away from it. We'll actually be investigating it a little more closely this time around, since we do have things to go after. Still, since it's the closest place we can go, it's probably good to take a save. Just up, up and away. Just go up this time. Since we have the vertical dash, we can go anywhere we like on this place, pretty much. We're not limited by our double jump or even a hookshot really. You could use the hookshot to go anywhere you wanted. At least at this point in time. This area looks like some people have been doing quite a bit of work on it. At least until all the survivors disappeared. Big side hopper. It's not going to go down easily, will it? Oh well. Well, this looks like a cave entrance. A cave entrance to a temple. I guess we're not going in right now. That note spoke about a generator, but we haven't found the power controls for this station just yet. So I guess we'd better move on. Nothing on the right side, so let's head on over to the left. Maybe after getting our health back, that is. We took quite a bit of damage from that last encounter. So on we travel. Moving around is pretty good when you have all these power-ups, but the next power-up that we get, well, the next major movement power-up will let us dash horizontally. There's probably no point in hiding it, since we already have the vertical dash boost, so we'll just have to keep going. We have these rather nasty creatures that stick their tail out at us and try to sting us with it. They come right out of the trees, so they're pretty well hidden. Thankfully we can pretty much climb these branches and ascend, basically. They're pretty sturdy for trees, but then again, we're only a robot. Not sure where this platform leads to. But it looks like there might be something on the other side. No, it's just blocked off by golden blocks. We haven't got anything for those yet. So, as you can see, the switch removed the permanent gate that was stuck there, so now we can move on. Of course, to get through this particular area, we need to eliminate all the enemies, and that includes the fish. So, best we do that. And it unlocks. And it looks like there's something off to the side, so we'll go and get it once we use this health station. This is just a reminder that we can toggle on and off our power-ups. Not too helpful right now, but it's always nice to know that we have the options to enable and disable things as we please. And here we have a forced fight against this side hopper. Thankfully it's pretty easy to handle. And now we're on the other side of that wall that we couldn't get past. And it looks like we can get this power up. As long as we don't get ourselves crushed by these blocks. We'll just get in there and we have the triple shot. So now we fire not only where we're facing, but 45 degrees in either direction. Now it's probably pretty reckless of me to try and fire it off in that particular room, because if those blocks fall on you, they will kill you. Anyway, we have a nice power up that can now, well, do a bunch more damage, I guess. Well, maybe not. I'm not too particularly sure if the triple shot actually does more damage, but we certainly have a better range from where to hit our enemies. It's still business as normal, but we have to go back around again to get inside, since we didn't investigate the whole place fully. It's probably best if you're playing this for the first time not to get carried away and trying to rush through the whole thing, because you're just gonna lose a lot of energy, or health rather, in the process. So let's head on through. And that means killing the side hoppers and the fish again. Still a pretty easy thing to do. So now that we're through, let's investigate this place a little more. We've got flies that turn into balls when they get hit. And we have the other sort of flies that attempt to drop on you like a rock. Both aren't really that great if you have to deal with them, but even so. We can go up through here, it seems. So let's do that. We'll just deal with this fly first. And take a look around. Looks like there's a few nests for these flies. They're a bit pesky, but not too difficult. Just gotta deal with everything. And there we have it. So I guess something's gone up with the AI, so I guess that's something to think about as a later objective, maybe. But our main objective right now is getting to the second part of those research notes. Got a couple of these climbing flies and, well, they're not that dangerous, but the shots can really disrupt your movement, so it's good to get rid of them. The switch that we triggered basically lets us go up by opening up a kind of hollow area which we can actually go up, just in case we didn't have the vertical dash already. Of course, it has to be the case that the very last set of air chutes pretty much pushes us downwards, because it's a little too high for us. Isn't it great? We fall down constantly here at this point. So I just say, forget it, and just hookshot over the very top end of it. Okay, we're kind of off the track, but hey, being off track doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. There's a tube here, we can go up, some of the blocks are crumbly, and over here seems to be some kind of computer. There's a whole bunch of spikes here, we'll just hookshot over that. Okay, so we just disabled the growth control system. Or maybe just the growth system in general, because it seems that the whole place has started to die out. Okay, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Not sure, but we'll head on out just to see what's going on. Huh. It really seems like there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I mean, look at all this extra growth now that we've actually turned the system off. I guess it grew a little too quickly and died because it ran out of nutrients. That's my best guess as to what happened here as a result of our actions. Not really sure why we did that. So, with that in mind, well, I guess we'll move on. Okay, so now we're in the bottom half of this room, since we couldn't actually get down from here anymore. And it looks like there's a little hub here. So let's check out this message. I guess the routes that this message refers to were previously here until we turned the system off. That makes sense. Anyway, that's all for now. Join us next time as we head over into the next room and try and get those notes. Until then, take care.